Okay, now we're going to look at third baseman in bronze. Start with defense. Billy Johnson, not a great bat, but if you're going for defense, this might be a guy. We're not really going to be going for defense in third base. We're trying to get more bat. We're not so concerned with defense. Then you have Trek Dressen, better bat, still really good defense, good sacrifice bunt. And then Tom Brookins, who I must say I really like for cap tournaments. I use this guy a lot. He's a good third base, and I mean, he's not a horrible bat. He's quick. At 65, I like him. Maybe not for bronze, but for cap tournaments, like I find myself using him pretty frequently. Better against lefties. Would make a fine utility infielder as well. Frank Malzone, slow, solid bat, solid defense. Finally, you have Brooks Robinson. Love that infield air. He's slow, but he's got a bat. Speaking of bats, as far as bat rating is concerned, it's really quite obvious. Bill Madlock is your man as far as bat rating. We love that contact, gap power, and avoid Ks. And I mean, he's got a little bit of home run power. And he's quick. If you weren't going to use Steve Sax as designated hitter, I guess you could use this guy as designated hitter to get better defense at third base. But since we're not super concerned with defense at third base, we just go ahead and use this guy. I'll tell you that right now. This has been my guy for a while. You also have Rich Rollins. Doesn't look as good. It's probably just not. But you could play him. Pablo Sandoval. Just sort of middling defense, solid bat, slow. But he's all right. As far as power hitters, again, it's pretty clear. You got Howard Johnson. He's quick, too. He's a decent designated hitter. I still prefer Steve Sax, but if you want to go for power, you could go Howard Johnson for sure. You also have Renato Nunez, just sort of a lesser version of Howard Johnson. Derek Dietrich, and Vinny Castilla, especially against lefties. He's got good infield air. But as far as the overall, like I already said, I'm rolling with Bill Madlock. I just really like the batting. Third base and left field, we sacrifice the defense a little bit to get more bat. Pablo Sandoval, fine choice. Someone we haven't talked about, Aledmus Diaz, just so, sort of solid everywhere. And you could also go Brooks Robinson. A little bit more defense, still a solid bat, great infield air, slow, but whatever. So those are your third basemen. So real quick before I leave, I want to go over a player that I missed at first base, Wes Parker. Wes Parker is amazing, and I don't know how I missed him. He's on my spreadsheet. I overlooked him. He should be, if he's not the best, he's number 2 or number 3, so he should have been the overall for sure. So this might be your first baseman instead of Frank McCormick, but it's up to you. It really depends on how much you value defense at first base. If you value more defense, then it's Frank McCormick. If you value more bat, then it's Wes Parker. Okay, so we'll come back with shortstop.